Hello, friends. How we doing? So sorry for my my late arrival here today. I was finishing up on tomorrow's video, and then I had to eat dinner. So I appreciate you all joining. Thank you, Moonyu. I'm glad you love the Animal Crossing shirt. Got to represent Tom Nook. How we doing, folks? We have Cappy, Hunger Games, Brian, welcome back. Selena Godmez, Ariana666, Artillery, Inferno Blade. So many wonderful people. We have Omnigladius, nice to see you. Hi, Mike, always love the music you use. Thank you, really appreciate that, Lisa. Oh, Lisa, it's nice to see you. Didn't recognize you at first. Terabyte, nice to see you. How we doing, folks? Hopefully today we won't get super deep into brain-rotting politics. I kind of feel like this should be a bit of a palate cleanser stream where we look at more cooler stuff. Like, we're going to talk about some stuff, but maybe like we should watch stupid cat videos or something later. My brain really is, I think, at full capacity for the bullshit, and I think it might be healthy for all of us to maybe take a little bit of a break. I don't know. How's it going, everyone? Oh, Ambidexwin, thank you. You're so kind. Tucker lost his goddamn mind. I don't think he ever found it. Or ever had it, I should say. Prong, nice to see you. Well, folks, without further ado, let me introduce you to my co-host. This week we have Poopy Figueredo, everyone. I need, like, a soundboard. That's what's lacking. We need a soundboard. Hildebeest, welcome. Poopy's here. He's sleeping. Well, his eyes are open right now. I think I woke him up by saying his name. But, hi, Poopy. Poopy's here. So, glad to have Poopy always. Before we get started, let me take a second to thank all of our newest Patreon and Twitch members. This was from a couple of weeks ago, so this does not include the new members who signed up for the demonetization wave. I did a huge thank you video for all of them. It was 15 minutes long. I read off all of the names, butchered all of them. But last week we had Adri on Patreon, Carlos Teal, Charles Terrell, Danny, Dylan Forsberg, Douglas Young, Fiddle Lady, Jennifer Ivins, Luck Troll, Michael T. Seaman, Nick, Todd William Randall. And on Twitch we had Abonv. That name breaks my brain. I'm really sorry. Cole Cynic, Gamerg, Gong Goozler, Jeff Waldorf, NinjaCan, Prong999, SP Sidekick, ST4 Puffed, and that's it. Thank you all so much, everyone. And really quick, we already have a hype train. You guys are just so incredible. We have ZooPal92 subbing with Prime. Thank you so much. We have the Emo Dragon resubbed with Prime for 12 months. Very cool. Hey, Mike, so happy to hear you got remonetized. 1 whole year on Twitch, woohoo, what up, Poopy? P.S. Sad about Dr. West. Yeah, we'll be talking about that today. I have some thoughts about this, which probably aren't going to be very surprising or innovative to any of you, but I'll talk about it because some people wanted my take. Prong999, thank you for the Tier 1 sub. 27 months. My God, Prong, that is incredible. We have Ariana666 resubbing with the Tier 1. Much love. Thank you, Ariana. Hammer and Sickle subbing with Prime. Really appreciate that. Thank you all so much. Jesus, you're just showering me with love this week. I love you all. You're so amazing. Yes, you got to give the Bezos bucks away, even if it's not to me. If you have Amazon Prime, you can link, for those of you who don't know, you can link your Amazon Prime account to Twitch and get 1 free sub per month. So even if you don't support me, give it to someone else, because that's just like money that you're taking away from Jeff Bezos, which is important. Thank you. I like all the compliments on the Animal Crossing shirt. You know, I haven't been playing lately, but I lived in my town on Animal Crossing during the pandemic. I'm trying to remember the name. I think it was Pugtopia or Poopytopia. It was Poopy related. He's a theme in all of my video game names. So I think it was Poopytopia. I can't remember. Oh, no. It was Pugtopia, but the name of my character was Poopy Boy. Named it after Poopy. So, yeah. Yes, that's a smart strategy, Zupal. Yeah, we're going to talk about the air quality. Shout out to Tara, one of our mods here. She also mods on Leftist Mafia on YouTube, who brought the air quality issue to my attention earlier this morning. She sent me some good articles, and yeah, it's very, very scary. Sinvidea1, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Hey, Mike, glad your channel got monetized. Wanted to give you some love, but won't do it through YouTube after that BS lull. Oh, well, I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you so much. You're very kind. Okay, folks, so let's go ahead and dive right in. So this was a little bit shocking to see. I think this was on Monday, maybe Tuesday. Cornel West announced that he's running for president. First and foremost, let me just say that I had no idea that Cornel West was even considering running for president, because if that were the case, I would have exerted a lot more pressure on him to run maybe in 2016, even 2020. I mean, look, I'm not going to say anything bad about Cornel West. I absolutely love him. I think that he is a very kind-hearted person. He is brilliant. I love Cornel West. That being said, though, I do not support this move at all. And I don't necessarily know what's going on behind the scenes, but it kind of feels like the people around Cornel West may be either misleading him or taking advantage of him. And you really hate to see it. I'm not going to play this because I feel like the music might be copyrighted, but I mean, if you watch this, it's a good ad. Cornel West, I could listen to him read a phone book. I mean, the man is brilliant. What else do you want me to say? But he's running for president in the People's Party. I don't know why he would choose to lend his credibility to this organization that I think has been proven time and again to be a complete sham. It is a grift, you know? I feel like most people know this, but he's doing it, right? We're not going to go into some deep dive with the People's Party, but let me just show you what I mean here. So, like, for example, they tweeted out, MLK's words were the opposite of woke. Rather, if he were alive today, he'd be stigmatized, smeared, and canceled by the woke mob. So they tweet out really reactionary bullshit like this, and on top of that, they are transphobic. People who menstruate, seriously? Sounds like NPR wants to cancel women. I mean, this is the kind of shit that you see tweeted out by libs of TikTok, J.K. Rowling. If Cornel West knew that this organization that he is affiliated with made these transphobic tweets, he would not be associated with it. So it tells me that he hasn't familiarized himself with this organization. And to be fair, Cornel West, you know, he's a bit of an older guy. I don't think he's very online at all. So you would expect the people around him, and I'm not removing agency from Cornel West, to be clear. He's a brilliant man, but he's not in these online circles, right? He has rapport with Nick Brannan, the People's Party, and Jimmy Dore, and so he probably still thinks that they are positive forces and actual advocates for leftism. But, you know, he maybe doesn't know that this party, I mean, their values are antithetical to what he stands for. If Cornel West knew about this, I don't think he'd be associated with this party. Cornel West is a very loving and caring and compassionate person, and he doesn't have an anti-LGBTQ plus bone in his body. So it's just so sad that he may be inadvertently lending credibility to this organization that is, one, headed by somebody who is now a reactionary, is a grifter, and on top of that, there are sexual assault allegations against him by a former member of the People's Party, Zainab Day. So it's not necessarily a good look for Cornel West. And my biggest fear through all of this is that, this could tarnish his reputation. I hope that that's not the case, because to me, I just see this as, oh my God, please somebody let Cornel West know. He's too kind to be associated with this toxic bullshit. But, you know, he's an adult. He's a grown man. He made his decision. And it's also incumbent on him to vet these organizations. I wanted to share Dave Griscom's thread because I think that he really said everything that I wanted to say about this. I don't know why West is lending his credibility and integrity to an institution like the People's Party, which has shown itself to have neither since its launch. I'm all for a Cornel run. This has a chance of burning him badly. How will he respond to the party leader's sexual assault allegations during the campaign, the party's top-down anti-democratic structure? How can people trust where their donations are going? And that's just it. There are going to be so many people who love Cornel West, and they want to donate, but I do not trust this organization to use that money for Cornel West, right? Cornel will have to build a ground movement, get access to the ballot, build an organization. Why attach it to something that not only has failed at that, but is rife with abuse and corruption? Yeah. Here's the thing. I am not against third-party runs for presidents, so long as they're substantive. Cornel West is somebody who is nothing but substance. I think he's incapable of saying something that is, well, I shouldn't say he's incapable of saying something stupid, because we're all human, right? I don't want to deify the man, but you get what I'm saying, right? I love and appreciate Cornel West. But if you really want to run against Biden because you're dissatisfied with Biden, that is perfectly reasonable. I cannot stand Biden. Biden is not a good president, to put it lightly, right? But why not challenge him by running in the Democratic primary against him? I get that it's really difficult, and since he has that institutional and incumbency advantage, it's going to be really hard to win. But that's what Marianne Williamson is doing. She's doing it the right way. And even if you didn't want to run within the Democratic Party, there are third-party organizations with the infrastructure, like the Green Party. The Green Party, even though it's difficult, they still usually have ballot access in most states, whereas the People's Party does not. And when you have the Green Party on the left and the Libertarian Party on the right, then I think that minimizes the fear of there being a spoiler effect, right? Because if you have a certain number of hypothetical votes being taken away, and I don't really like to use that language, but if you have, like, in theory, this leftist candidate pulling from the Democratic nominee, but you also have this libertarian pulling from the Republican Party, well, that kind of minimizes the threat of a spoiler. But if you add another left-wing candidate into the equation, well, now you're getting in territory where you could be inadvertently helping whoever the Republican Party nominee is. And that is not something that I know Cornel West wants to do, right? And it's even like, and that's assuming they're able to get ballot access, right? I think that the most likely scenario is this kind of just leads to nothing and Cornel West gets taken advantage of. But hypothetically speaking, let's say that Cornel West is able to make it on the ballot in most states. So then you have Biden versus Trump. This is all hypothetical. Biden versus Trump. You have the Green Party, Libertarian nominee, and then you add Cornel West. I mean, if he's on the ballot in these swing states, again, I'm not going to voter shame anyone, but I would not be rolling the dice with all of our lives in this climate. And right now, electoral politics it just doesn't interest me at all. Like, I feel like it's not the best way to pursue your political goals. But to the extent that I engage in electoral politics, like, I'm not above the fray, like, I'm not trying to make it seem like that, but to the extent that I care about electoral politics, it's just stopping fascists, right? I don't want to make it seem like I'm vote blue no matter who, because, I live in a blue state, right? But I'm not fucking around with anything. I just want the fascists to not win, because, if you see what's happening to the LGBTQ plus community, it's a state of emergency. Alejandra Caraballo was in the leftist mafia last week, and she said it's possible that a Republican president can unilaterally withdraw gender-affirming care for all adults simply by weaponizing the FDA. I mean, we're in dangerous territory. It is a fight for survival. So I am not personally invested in, like, trying to stick it to the Democratic Party. Like, I'm going to use voting as a tool to stop fascists. And it's a sad state of affairs, right? That's not to say that that's the best strategy. That's not to say that I'm going to vote shame anyone who votes third party. Like, I've voted third party a bunch of times, right? But I'm not fucking around right now. I want queer people to be protected, and they're just not protected with a Republican president. So anything that can happen that increases the likelihood of Ron DeSantis or Trump taking the White House, I'm not going to support that, right? So even if, though, Cornel West was serious about running for president, I just don't get why you'd not go with the Green Party. Why go with the People's Party? Why not wait? Because, I mean, for presidential standards, he isn't that old. I mean, he's 70 years old, right? So he's not a spring chicken. But if he waited a couple more years until 2028, you can run in a Democratic Party nominee and easily carry the mantle of Bernie Sanders. Would there be fuckery? Would they try to crush you? Of course. But that has potential to actually win, whereas this is, I guess, lending temporary credibility to an organization that cannot be trusted, right? So I don't understand it, and I do want to get to an interview with Status Quo, because this is a former volunteer. Everybody should go follow her. I think she's absolutely brilliant. So she signed up with a lot of folks, in the beginning when Movement for a People's Party wasn't necessarily unmasked. And what she says here is very important. So we're going to watch this interview.
So this was one of the big issues that we had when we were trying to organize within the state of New York was there was nothing put in place to help with that organizing, right? They kept saying, oh, we're working on these documents, we're working on bylaws, we're working on hub practices, we're working on, having like a system put together so that people know how to engage with other voters, how to bring other people into the party, how to participate in meetings, those types of things. None of that really worked out. They did at some point come up with it was like a procedural document for running hubs and how to get those things going. But it was very messy and didn't actually provide a whole lot of information that was going to be useful at that time. Part of my issue, and it's something that I've said over and over again, is if you are really going to do something that is going to change the status of this country, you have to have people on the ground who are willing to do the work, right? You have to have people all over the country who are organizing for you, who are working for you, who are getting those signatures, who are doing all of those things. Could MPP have a secret cove of, hundreds of thousands of people who are going to do this work to make sure that, these things fall into place? I guess it's possible. It's pretty hard to do when you keep kicking people out every time they ask questions. It's pretty hard to do when you overspend and you spend more money than you're bringing in donations.
$20,000, by the way, they spent of donor money, small dollar donors, for a logo they never ended up using.
Right. It's pretty hard.
We can't just gloss over that. $20,000 for a logo. And they didn't even use it. I mean, look, I've talked to a lot of candidates on this show, and they can make $10 stretch, right? They've broken it down to like, hey, for $10, I can get out X amount of mailers. We can buy this many water bottles for door knockers. But this organization spent $20,000 on a logo. Do you want to know how much I spent on the Humanist Report logo? $0. I made it myself. Do you want to know how much we spent on the Leftist Mafia logo? $0. Lance made it. It's madness. $20,000 on the logo. It goes to show you that if you donate to this organization, I mean, you might as well fucking burn that money, right? Put it in a fucking bucket, light a match, and burn it. Because that's what's happening. And it makes me so sad to know that because of this campaign, people are going to see Cornel West running. They're going to be like, oh my God, I love Cornel West. Let me donate. And then their money just gets burned. It reminds me of the way that Trump takes advantage of his own supporters. And again, I do not believe that Cornel West would knowingly do this, but he's a willing participant. You've got to vet these organizations, especially if you're running for president with this party. You've got to do the work. You've got to do the work. Cornel West is busy. He's very smart. So I know that if he just looked into this, it'd be an issue. The man still thinks that fucking Russell Brand is good. He launched his campaign on Russell Brand's program, went on Kim Iverson's show. Like he's still mentally stuck in like 2018 where he thinks that all of these people are still good faith progressives when no, they are grifters. Kim Iverson is a fucking crank. Don't sue me. Allegedly, in my opinion, you're a crank. Hope that is legally clarifying for you. I mean, Russell Brand, fucking kook, anti-vax. I'm sad, man. This hurts my heart. This hurts my heart. I would the idea of a Cornel West presidential campaign. I would be so excited under very different circumstances if he waited 4 years and just like challenged the Democratic Party in a primary. He could win. He could win. I mean, why? Let's get back to this. It just
hard to do when your father is running your finances and he's not an accountant. And when people ask, can you be a little more clear about where the money is going? Let's be a little more transparent so that we cannot act like the duopoly. And that gets mocked, right? So all of the things that you brought up are all things that people should be questioning. I believe, and this is just my own theory, that Nick believes that with a strong enough person running for president, that he will be able to parlay that into getting ballot access in multiple states. And then that
is genuinely delusional. He's so uninformed. Holy shit. He said Russell Brand is a true progressive, and I had to reread it like 15 times. Yeah, I mean, look, Russell Brand was very progressive up until a certain point, until audience capture became a thing. But like what Renee is saying here, think about how absurd it is. So the Green Party, they have to run for president to get ballot access in like certain states. So that makes sense, right? But what Nick Brana is saying is, we're not going to build a nationwide organization. This isn't grassroots. This is just like us running for president and creating a party based on that. But how do you create a party around a presidential candidate? That doesn't make any sense. Like, you have to build the infrastructure. You're putting the cart before the horse. And I feel like if you are the head of a party, you would know these things. But he does know these things. I think that Nick Brana, as opportunistic as he may be, I think he's an intelligent guy and he knows what he's doing here. You know, it's manipulative. It's deceitful.
Will allow him to become this party that he has been trying to become now for, we're going on 7 years, I think, that they've been trying to do this. So it, like, could it work? Is Dr. West popular enough to do that? Maybe possible, right? Anything's possible. But what happens when you actually have to have people on the ground, right? Like, you get your 10,000 signatures, you're on the ballot. How do you get the word out, right? I think this theory a little bit of the taking votes from the Dems might be a little overstated. A lot of people in these circles, they don't like Democrats, right? They're already sick of it. They already want something different. They already want to vote for somebody who's not part of duopoly. I think you'd be surprised at how many voters just don't vote anymore, and maybe they'll bring some voters out who.
I think this is a valid point. I do fear a little bit the spoiler effect, but I think it probably isn't as substantial. You know, if you're willing to vote for some obscure third party, then you're probably already not going to vote for Democrats. But, you know, it's still a risk for sure, right? Some of these elections can get very close. Like in Wisconsin, it could get very, very close. So every single vote counts. So that's where I would worry personally, you know, if I were in one of these swing states, especially.
Hadn't, initially intended to go to the polls. That's possible. What I think the bigger thing is that I think people are missing is that MPP has walked away from the left publicly.
That's right? So important.
They stated they're no longer progressives. They want to work with the right, right? Like, this is not a progressive party anymore. Per Nick Brana, like, this is not what they want to do anymore. They're tired of the woke.
They called him a populist party.
Right. They're tired of the woke mob mentality. Would be attacked by the woke mob. Like, they're not about all this. It like Dr. West may be saying all of these things, but he is representing a party that has said very clearly that they're no longer about these things. They're very much the, all lives matter party, right? The big tent party. There's no tent big enough that is going to give enough room for me to stand next to my.
Yeah, so shout out to a Status Coup for that video. Sounds like sour grapes to me, yeah.
So this was one of the big.
Yeah, I mean, what left is there to say, right? I think that the frustration with the Democratic Party is absolutely legitimate, and I feel it. But I personally have kind of given up hope in a third party altogether, because I feel like people just they don't realize that Duverger's law is real. And I was hopeful that you could overcome the duopoly back in 2016 just because Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump were so unpopular. But that's not going to happen. In order to get multiple parties, you have to change the electoral institutions. Okay? You have to change the way we elect people. Ranked choice voting is a very important first step. But it's more than that, right? We need real proportional representation. We need to increase the district magnitude. So we have multiple representatives in each of our districts. We need to end gerrymandering. We need to get money out of politics. Nothing is going to change by introducing another party into the mix, because we have hundreds of parties in every single state across this country. So another party isn't the magic bullet. It's not like some party has come along or is going to come along and give us everything we need, right? There are lots of parties that are great. There are communist parties in the United States. They get no support, but they exist, right? They're rare, but they're there. But you have to change the system. And my hope was always that, this third-party movement that kind of manifested or grew in 2016 would kind of transform into this movement to get electoral reform, right? Start putting pressure on states, maybe through ballot initiatives, to change the electoral institutions. It just never happened. People don't want to do the work. And because of that, I can't take it seriously. Like, we can't just be out of power in perpetuity because we hate the Democratic Party. I get it. I hate them too. But we need power, or I shouldn't say we need power, of course, but we're not going to get power. So the best thing that we can do is use voting as a tool to keep the fascists out of power. And that's it. That's literally it. Get money out of politics is so vague, though. When I say get money out of politics, I mean we need to publicly finance all elections and ban corporate donations, right? Make it so every single candidate has a public amount of money that they're given to them, or an amount of money given to them, I should say, from the public, right? So each candidate has, $10,000 tax deductible, right? So up to $10,000, boom, that's it. And that's the limit. $10,000, that's all you can spend. Or maybe, I'm not trying to create specific amounts here. But the important thing is that some candidates shouldn't be advantaged just because they have money or because they come from wealth. So we have to find a way to even the playing field. So public financing of elections is, I think, an important step to do that. Yeah, banning corporate lobbying, very, very important. We have lobbying groups for corporations, but none for workers. I support movements like Wolfpack, but even if you get money out of politics, that still doesn't necessarily change the electoral institutions. I mean, in that way it does, but you're not going to have multiple parties that way, right? All we can do for right now is just vote for who we want. Fuck using money to vote for who you want. I'll donate straight to Nina Turner's campaign like I have in the past. I've donated to Rebellion PAC from TYT. Look, people are going to do what they want, but for me, I'm going to make my own decision. I'm not going to vote or shame anyone, and I hope that people don't vote or shame me. But I am going to do everything in my power to stop fascists from getting power, because I think that might literally be a death sentence, especially at the presidential level in 2024. So, yeah. that people can make their own decisions. But getting back to, like, I don't want to get too into the weeds. I'm not too familiar with represent.us. But there's a lot of organizations like Move to Amend, but they get no traction from people who are proponents of third parties. And Move to Amend, wants to get money out of politics. And there's another group, I can't remember the name, that wants to do electoral reform. There's things that you can do, organizations that already exist, that I think are worth your time more than the fucking People's Party. This party is not serious. And I think that Cornel West legitimizing them is really unfortunate. But I personally do not think that Cornel West is doing this on purpose. I think that he is a very well-intentioned guy with a very, very big heart. And I think that he genuinely believes that doing this through the People's Party is going to be good. But it's incumbent on all of us to kind of like let him know that this isn't necessarily the best decision, right? If somebody can get in his ear. I love Cornel West from the bottom of my heart. He is one of the best people, I think, in this country, one of the brightest people in this country. I would love to vote for him under different circumstances, but I will never, ever support a party that is transphobic or that is reactionary. I just will never do it. You come for my people, my trans siblings, I can't support you. And I think that if Cornel West knew that the People's Party engaged in this discourse, he would not want to associate with it, so yeah. Selena, I don't think that he's necessarily clueless with regard to these things. I think that he just is a very good person, and he's probably too trusting, which is relatable because I'm very trusting, right? I, remain friends with people long after I should, just because I don't want to make any waves or rock the boat. But when it comes to something like this, it's different, right? This is a presidential campaign. So I hope that he, as Brian put it best, I hope he finds out and bails or runs in the Green Party. I think if he were to run in the Green Party, it would make a huge difference. He'd have to compete, right? But that would change it dramatically, I think. But, under the People's Party, nah, not going to support him. You could put up Jesus Christ. I ain't voting for the People's Party. You're transphobic, you lose me forever. Sorry. Okay. He defended DeSantis. Let me see. May 12th. DeSantis' revolutionary defense of the classics, promoting the Western canon shouldn't only be a Republican talking point. I can't read it. So let's read what we can. A paragraph. Governor Ron DeSantis just gave a welcome boost to the classical education movement. He signed legislation allowing high school students to qualify for Bright Future scholarships, a state fund for college education, by submitting scores from the classic learning test instead of the SAT alone. Okay. That's all I can read. But if Cornel West is going to couch like a praise of DeSantis and like criticism, where it's like, okay, well, DeSantis did this good thing, but he's doing these bad things by banning the African Americans AP Studies course, by banning, LGBTQ plus references in schools. If he did that, then I have no problem, because that's him like strategically trying to, I don't know, reach out to people who are inclined to listen to DeSantis. But yeah. You do not, under any circumstances, got to hand it to Ron DeSantis. Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to take a look at this here. So shout out to Tara. So Tara, our mod, brought this to my attention, and more people have been talking about this, but this is really scary. This is apocalyptic. So this is courtesy of NBC News. Air quality levels in parts of the U.S. plunge as Canada wildfires rage. The fact that this is becoming really frequent is pretty alarming, to say the least. And we're kind of getting to that point where climate change can't be ignored, where you can actually look out your window and see the effects. Hell, you don't even have to leave your home with regard to the air quality. You can smell the smoke outside. I've been in a similar predicament. But let's look at this here. So, millions of people in the eastern U.S. woke up Wednesday to another day of hazy skies as smoke from wildfires in eastern Canada continues to waft over much of the country. An air quality advisory remains in effect for several regions of New York, with monitoring stations in most parts of the state measuring pollution levels considered unhealthy for sensitive groups, and stations in the eastern Lake Ontario, Central, and New York City metro areas measuring air quality levels considered unhealthy for anyone as of Wednesday morning. So they are recommending that you limit outdoor activity. Here's a little bit of the screenshot by NASA. But let's see here. So more smoke was expected Wednesday in New York City, which ranked fourth among major cities worldwide for the worst air quality around 12:30 p.m. ET Wednesday, according to IQ Air, a Swiss air monitoring company. Now, you might not necessarily know. Yeah, it is Quebec's fault. You might not know what the air quality numbers mean, but let me pull up this here. So this is the air quality index, right? So New York is in this territory, I believe. Unhealthy, very unhealthy. So everyone may begin to experience health effects, not just people who are sensitive, like elderly people or people with asthma. Members of sensitive groups may experience more serious health effects. Health alert, everyone may experience more serious health effects. So this is where they said they were in the article. Hazardous, health warnings of emergency conditions. The entire population is more likely to be affected. So that's where we're at. And back in 2020, during the wildfires in Oregon, we were at 294. So we were really close to hazardous, but it got worse because I updated later on that we were at 460. So we were far above hazardous. And it got worse. It got up to 520. That's what it was. So we hit 520, and then it started to slowly get better. Now, let me tell you how scary that is. You can smell the smoke from inside your home. I am not really somebody who's bothered by smoke. I was bothered by smoke, though, in my home. I didn't leave. Going outside it feels like you're almost suffocating. It's very scary. So I know what the people in these cities are experiencing right now, and it is not fun. And also, the images are very dystopian. I don't remember it getting this bad in Oregon. It was very, very orange, but maybe because I didn't have like that much visibility, but it was really, really scary. And this is, it looks like Blade Runner, right? There's also these images. Oh, wait, I was going to say this looks old, but this is, okay, this is from 2020. So this is from the Bay Area. Okay, so it was all of the West Coast. Yeah, so, because I remember this picture here of this dude running, so it looked familiar. But yeah, here's another image. And this person here brings up a really good point. I hate this feeling. I get it every winter when there's a snowstorm, and every summer when it's record heat. And I have it today during the worst record air quality for NYC in history. It's the what's being done to protect homeless people living outside and knowing the answer. And that's the thing, right? You cannot escape this if you are unhoused, if you're on the streets. And it's difficult to stomach when you're indoors. So what if you're living outside and you have nowhere to go? What are you supposed to do? Nothing. That's what this person is pointing out here. Absolutely nothing. And this is going to continue to be an issue and get worse because that's where we're at. I never went out in San Francisco. I just closed all the windows, stayed inside and watched from the news. Yeah. I think that that's all that you can do. I was really worried to let my my dogs out just to go potty because, I have brachycephalic dogs. They have those little snouts, so they already have issues with breathing and stuff. So letting them out in this it's scary for them, and also you want to like let them out, shut the door because you don't want any of that to get into the house. Very it's so horrifying. So horrifying. Yes, we need rain. Hopefully the weather is going to change overnight. I'm not entirely sure, but I hope so. Who's up for a rain dance? I think they should try anything at this point, right? Okay. So, I wanted to share this. I'm pleased to know that more people are realizing that RFK Jr. is a moron. He's just a fucking dipshit. And I feel like every time he opens his mouth, he kind of proves that this is not a serious person. He is in this position where he is privileged enough to run for president because of his fucking last name. I loathe dynastic politics. I hate it so much, but let's listen to him. So he tweeted this: at 2 a.m. this morning, I visited the border outside of Yuma, Arizona, where thousands of migrants are crossing the border each week. You have to see it with your own eyes. And we destroyed Latin America. We destroyed their countries. It's the least we can do. Let them come and apply for asylum. But he's just sitting here triggered like, oh my God, look at all these people. I don't care. Who cares? Why are you freaking out about this?
Everybody, I'm at the border wall around Yuma, Arizona. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. We've watched about 150 people come across. You can see the end of the wall down there.
By the way, I love how Hassan and Jimmy Dore are both trending.
And we've watched about 150 people come across in the last hour. The first group were about 50 or 60 people from Africa, from West Africa.
Okay.
This group that is filing behind me right now, we interviewed many of them. They're from Peru, Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, India, China, Tibet, Nepal, and altogether, people have come across right here from 117 nations in the last couple of years. In 3 years, in total, 7 million people have come across the border illegally into our country. And from here, they're put on these buses.
Does it not look like they're trying to approach legally? You're bitching about illegal immigration when these people are seemingly trying to apply for asylum. Or, like, I'm sorry, this doesn't do it for me. It makes you look like a racist. Sorry, hate to say it, but you look racist complaining about this, filming these people. They're trying to better their fucking lives, and we destroyed their countries. The least we can do is offer them a new life in our shitty country. So I'm sorry, you sitting here naming off all of these fucking countries where they're coming from, I don't care. Can we exchange all of them for you? Send you to their home country and take all of them? I'll do it right there, like that. I mean, fuck.
And they're brought to the Border Patrol station where they're processed.
Oh, so you're bitching about illegal immigration as you admit that they're being processed. So it doesn't really look like they're crossing illegally. And I mean, like, even if they are crossing illegally, fix the fucking system. It's broken. If you want to come in legally, it is very difficult thanks to fascist presidents. Donald Trump, Joe Biden's policies have been fascistic when it comes to the border. That's the stone cold truth. Almost as bad as Donald Trump's. So fucking cruel, so racist, so xenophobic. And this dude is like, he's challenging Biden what? Because you think that Biden isn't being harsh enough? Fuck off. Go fuck yourself, you racist piece of shit.
After 4 or 5 days, they're released on their own recognizance into our country, and most of them are never seen or heard from again. And the stories that we heard from these people are absolutely heartbreaking. This is a humanitarian crisis.
So if you're trying to empathize with them on a human level, then why is it so bad that all these brown people are getting released in our country? What's your solution, bitch? You're running for president.
This is because of the understanding across the globe that we now have an open border here. There are people.
He's saying we have an open border here. But damn, their stories are so sad. But fuck them. Don't let them come in. Suffer. I know we destroyed your country, but I'm so sorry. That's too much brown people. Not enough whites. Robert F. Kennedy, choke on a dick. You already sound like you did, but choke on another one.
Being drawn here, they're being abused. There's all kinds of just horrific.
And why is this happening? I wonder why this is happening, bitch. Oh my God, I hate him. I hate him.
Terrible, terrible stories, and this is not a good thing for our country. It's not a good thing for these people, and it is unsustainable.
I care about them. Their stories are heartbreaking, but fuck them. Don't let them in. Bitch, which way, Western man? Do you want them to get help or fuck them? Like, which one are you choosing? The man has zero policy substance whatsoever. He has no policy substance. I have more substance in a fart than he has in his entire fucking campaign. And if you go to his website, like, it's all platitudes. He sucks. He does need to stop being an asshat. We need to just shut down political dynasties until we can figure out what's going on. That's what I think we need to do. Yeah, like, I get that Biden is unpopular and people want somebody other than Biden. I hate Biden. I want somebody other than Biden. But they make Biden, people like him, make Biden look great. At least Biden isn't an anti-vaxxer. I mean, Jesus Christ. Okay, moving on. I can't handle him. My brain cells need to recover. Okay, I said that we're going to do, like, some palate cleanser stories, but we're you see the headline. So this might be something that people should know about, courtesy of USA Today. Adriana Rodriguez. U.S. life expectancy problem is bigger than we ever thought, report finds. We're all gonna die. New York looks like Blade Runner. Fucking fascism is taking over. The planet is burning. These are really dark times that we live in. It is a very sad headline, Tara. It really is. So the country's life expectancy problem gained renewed attention in recent years during the COVID-19 pandemic after seeing the largest drop since World War II. As U.S. life expectancy continues to plummet, a new report found the country has been at a life expectancy disadvantage since the 1950s, and it has only gotten worse since then. This is like the least fucking surprising news ever. The study published Thursday in the American Journal of Public Health also shows more than 50 countries have surpassed the U.S. in life expectancy since the 1930s, and a handful of states may be partly responsible. So in other words, all these red states with very low levels of life expectancy are bringing us down. Like, our average is coming down as a result. Yeah, I mean, this isn't very surprising when you are a country that offers your citizens jack shit, no health care, housing is through the roof, the unhousing crisis is expanding, didn't do shit about COVID-19, just let it rip. This isn't surprising at all. I mean, people who have health insurance can't get the health care that they need because of hidden costs, copays, deductibles. So our country is just letting this happen. I just need to be very clear. It's not like we're trying to fix these problems and we're just failing to come up with innovative solutions. These are policy choices that we're making. Our lawmakers have decided that they're going to just let citizens struggle. You're on your own, right? It is our national philosophy. Yo-yo, you're on your own. Whereas other countries have at least cultivated the idea that we're in this together, WIT, WITT, is, you know, what they should maybe aspire to a little bit. But in the United States, they're like, no, fuck off. Oh, you're starving? Well, fuck you. That's it. My insurance doesn't cover shit. Yeah, same. I am paying for the cheapest insurance plan on the market, Obamacare, and it is nearly $1,000 a month for me and my husband, and it covers jack shit. And whenever I want to see a doctor, just talking to my doctor via Zoom, quick 10-minute Zoom call, that's $50 copay. It is outrageous. You know, if I'm paying $900 a month, you would think they would foot the bill for a quick Zoom call from, you know, with my doctor. But nope, not in America. But yet, we're the best country ever, baby. We are the most brainwashed fucking people in existence. Like, it's funny that, you know, we make fun of these other countries that brainwash citizens, and they do. But I mean, we are so fucking brainwashed. Holy shit. And when I say we, I mean not us, but, you know, right-wingers. To an extent, liberals, right? The scale of the problem is bigger than we ever thought, older than we thought, and the number of countries outperforming the United States is much larger than we thought, said the study author, Dr. Stephen Wolfe, Director Emeritus of the Center on Society, yada, yada, yada. I just want to see a chart. Maybe we could just look at, because I would like to see the United States compared to other countries. Let's just try to get to the actual study. I want to see the figures. Can I see it? I might not be able to. Can I download it? Supplements. Oof, okay. I do miss my access through my university for all of these publications, because you cannot see stories or journal articles very easily. PDF? Yeah, it's gonna be $38. I'll pass. Let me just Google U.S. life expectancy compared to other countries. Something's bound to come up. Let's see. Here we go. Bit older, 2016, but I think this will suffice. Okay, here we go. Infant mortality rate. So, boom, United States. Like, look at this. These are all other developed countries. Way lower infant mortality rates. Life expectancy. Japan, around 85. Switzerland, same. United States. Okay, let me find that. What is that? Like 70, and this is from 2015. It's dropped since COVID, by the way. But even before COVID, look at this. Jesus Christ. Mostly due to red states, too, by the way. Health expenditures. Look. It's so funny. And I already knew this too, right? We spend more than all of these countries, and our shit ain't even free at the point of service. Sad. Does this not just make you feel enraged? It's just so sad. Depressing. But, okay, we're not going to watch Jordan Peterson or this dipshit. Let's watch some good news, okay? Workers at Barnes & Noble, they decided to unionize. This is their flagship store, and let's watch this. We need some fucking hopium. This was, I needed a palate cleanser stream, and this was very this was very dark and doomery. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's listen.
We follow who I believe are two teenagers up to the floor I was working on to scream at them, and it like trapped.
Hang on, let me zoom out so you can see the subtitles. Okay.
Them in a corner, just absolutely berating them and screaming at them. And when I called to get a manager upstairs, it's what we're supposed to do, nobody picked up the phone.
When you think of a bookstore, you probably think of a quiet, cozy place to find your next page turner. but Barnes & Noble is a retail job like any other. And that means that not only are workers dealing with stressed out, exhausted customers every day, but they're also at the whims of a huge, out-of-touch company that controls everything about their pay and day-to-day. But workers are fighting back.
Working at the Union Square Barnes & Noble is often very hectic. It is 4 floors.
When we talked to workers in Massachusetts and New York, one theme kept re-emerging: chaos.
We've had fights in the store between customers before. If we have a guest that is a little unruly, we don't have the training to deal with them.
We've had people overdose in our store and injure themselves, just overdose and, be an emergency because of that.
Over and over again.
Listen, working with the public, I don't know what these workers are getting paid, but I guarantee you it's not enough. They could be making 6 figures. Not enough. If you made $1 million a year, probably still not enough. Working with the public is draining. Like, I've talked about this before. It's really tough. People are crazy. You get a lot of sweet people, right? Most of them are nice, but the few crazies that you get, the few emergencies that they create, those really stand out, and those just tank your mental health.
And when workers need support, management is missing in action.
There was at a time on the 4th floor where there was a ladder and we had a single piece of printer paper that told you not to scoot the ladder past it, because if you did, it came off the rails and you would fall and it would be bad. And it wasn't like management put that up. It wouldn't be enough if they did, but we had to do that. We had to make sure we all knew.
There was also black mold on the 3rd floor. We reported it, and it was there for a couple of months before anyone did anything.
The lack of communication.
Okay, I have not experienced that. At my store, when I worked at Blockbuster, again, dating myself, we had to put like buckets around because when it rained, the ceiling would leak. But I did not experience black mold, to my knowledge. Maybe asbestos, but holy shit.
And extends to promotions and raises.
They were really impressed with my work and put me on a 6-month timeline to become senior barista, which, like, with how promotions work in the company, they have you, like, they put you on a timeline where you're basically doing the job for 6 months.
I'll be right back.
Without the pay increase or the title change. And I only actually just recently had my performance review a couple days ago. So this is my first conversation with management about my, status in a year.
There's an odd relationship between corporate and our management and ourselves. Clearly, there is communication, but it's not consistent.
Recently, Jessica and other workers were asked to do overtime for store inventory, but when workers showed up for their next shift, corporate had directed their managers to renege on their promise of extra pay.
To have something you were promised taken away that A, really erodes your trust in your management and the company you're working for, and B, I think it's just kind of a terrible move.
Workers in Hadley, Massachusetts and New York City are finally unionizing the first Barnes & Noble stores in the US.
I went up to my coworker and was like, hey, what if we actually did the thing? And what if we talked to everyone and got the vibes and actually did something to kind of put the power in our hands instead of in management and corporates? And my coworker was like, absolutely.
Unionizing, I think, is a very straightforward way of going right to the source and saying, hey, this is something that we all, need support on.
It was super crazy to find out, without hearing about each other, somehow multiple Barnes & Nobles have decided that we need a union in the store. It's not just us. We're not alone.
Clearly, these are company-wide issues that aren't going to be fixed store by store. They're going to be fixed by changing the overarching policies of Barnes & Noble.
To the people who are watching this video, whether you're a Barnes & Noble employee from another store, or whether you're just working somewhere else, you deserve to work in an environment where you feel respected and where you are being compensated fairly for the work that you're doing. And you shouldn't have to undervalue yourself by accepting minimum wage for a job where you're not just doing the minimum. I think it's really important to ask yourself if you're okay with this. And if the answer is no, you can do something about it.
We already made a video.
So there's some hopium. You love to see it. Okay, I've tortured you all with very sad political content. Isn't that encouraging? Getting good news is so good for the soul right now. It's so good. It's nice to get some dubs. But without further ado, we're gonna have a little bit of fun because I can't I can't deal with the negativity. The news cycle's been too bad. So let's I know we are used to it. Okay, so I've got a couple of things here. I've got Vine compilations, okay? But I want to watch this. These are funny Tears of the Kingdom creations. Because I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom. So let's just see a couple here. I'm a little bit worried that Nintendo will like get mad. Hey, Adrian. And I don't want Nintendo to get mad, but you know, we'll see. Oh, before we do that, I am BGS. Hi, I watch your YouTube content all the time, but I didn't know you live stream here. Through you will follow. Assigned mail at birthday, then pretty far. Left person, by the way. Also glad your YouTube kerfuffle got resolved. Much love from Pennsylvania. 100 bits. Thank you so much. That's so kind. I'm really glad that you found me here. Thank you so much. Yeah, Twitch has been having some L takes lately. Twitch, look, as much as I complain about YouTube, they're far better than Twitch. Twitch just needs to value their creators more. There's so many arbitrary, greedy things that they do. It's just so fucked up. Ninja Can, thank you for the 69 bits. Nice. Appreciate that. Let's watch a little bit of this. I hate where it's like, okay, I'm in the corner and somebody else is in the corner reacting. Like, I don't want to be that person. But I don't know another video where it's just like the creations. Let's watch some of this.
Yeah. About the most horrific deranged creations.
This is Elena Pierce, by the way. I like her.
Nasty stuff to Koroks in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Today we're going to be taking a look at some of the most impressive things that people have made so far. Some incredible engineering. I have not pre-watched any of these so that I get to watch them all with you live. This one, obviously, bit of a giveaway in the title. And this immediate thumbnail image,
ATST.
I'm excited to watch. It has like a little cockpit.
That's really cool.
I did not expect it to like semi-walk like that.
This is gonna get us copyright claimed.
Standing though. That's amazing work. Very impressive. That's so cool. The amazing Zonai Crusher. Oh. This is a literal crushing machine? Oh my god. The creativity. It's like several layers? Oh my god.
That's pretty good.
And yeah, I guess you could just carry it. I know that this is an insane thing to say in response to something that somebody made on Reddit, but video games are art. I'm putting it out there. Video games are art.
Okay. Let's go to the Vines, because I don't want to lose the people who aren't playing Zelda, but the shit that I make is the most basic thing ever. I attach a board to another board, or I'll put and make a bridge. I'll just basically throw some wheels on something with the steering wheel. I'm not very creative, but people online are very creative. Did you all see the... Oh, Poopy left us. Let's change our camera. Did you all see on like the first couple of days that Tears of the Kingdom was released, there is this fucking monstrosity that somebody created with like a flaming dick and bombs for the balls. That shit was incredibly funny. I laughed so hard. Let's watch some Vines, though. So I don't know which one to watch. So there's funny Vines. There's Vines that keep me alive. This one has a lot of views. Or there's 1 hour, try not to laugh, best funny Vines. Which one should we watch, folks? I mean, we're not going to watch the whole hour, obviously. Maybe we should try this one.
Stop! I could have dropped my croissant!
We're about to graduate.
What the fuck is up, Kyle? No, what did you say, dude? What the fuck, dude? Step the fuck up, Kyle. Look at this graph.
And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
You just drop in and just smack the lip. Whoop! Drop down. Snap. Ah!
Is there anything better than pussy? Yes, a really good book.
Whoa! Hurricane Katrina! More like Hurricane Tortilla.
Did you ever, like...
Okay. That one was a banger. I gotta watch that again.
Is there anything better than pussy? Yes, a really good book.
Whoa! Hurricane Katrina! More like Hurricane Tortilla.
Did you ever, like, wake up? Or do something and you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Still, bro, you don't know me. You don't. What is good? You don't know. You don't know me. You don't know me.
Road work ahead? Yeah, I sure hope it does.
We all die. You either kill yourself or get killed.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Mom, I have something to tell you. What is it, honey?
I got an abortion.
If you want to play baseball, you gotta be the baseball.
Hi, my name's Derek. Welcome to Pizza Hut. Let me guess, pizza.
Get to Del Taco. They got a new thing called free shavacadoo. Free shavacadoo.
I'm sorry. I think your sister might be having my second son.
I thought you were bae. Turns out you're just fam. Bruh.
A nice typical.
I see a lot of this shit still on TikTok, to be fair. That was very talented, by the way. She's still breathing and she's like, hang on, I'm gonna watch that again.
A nice typical American.
Oh, that's good.
American dinner.
When there's too much drama at school, all you gotta do is walk away.
This one's to end racism.
Hey, you okay? Yeah, just lately I haven't been able to think straight.
Balls. Two guys holding hands.
Dude's butts.
Clay Aiken. Wiener.
You can't sit with us. Actually, Megan, I can't sit anywhere. I have hemorrhoids.
Let me hop out the Porsche, I wanna hit that.
Shut the up.
Yeah! That was legitness.
Yeah, it was, huh?
What the fuck, Richard? What? Hey, sub, eh? When your bae's fam.
I think it sounds like something she'd say. I like that laugh.
But I woke up every day.
A lot of this is just very, like, confusing because it's happening so quickly. It's too much.
Oh, shit.
I want a church girl that go to church and read your Bible.
You
doing one working here. It's
Feels good.
We all have a lot of laughs.
Fuck off, Janet. I'm not going to your fucking baby shower.
You know when you and your friends take a picture, then you look at it and you're like, ugh, I don't look great in this. What's that like?
Hey, I'm lesbian.
I thought you were American.
All right, perfect. Are you part of our Super Saver Shoppers Club? No, I'm not. Oh.
Pronouns and names incorrectly. Cavassier Pharmacoi.
Cam, P-Bills.
But not Mama Nums. Monkey Necks. Beaver Age. Ruches and Combis. Rosasa Papas.
Yeah, go ahead, pull it through.
Smart. Oh, that's smart.
Bring a girlfriend, man. Trouble when I see her.
Did you wash the dishes?
I thought you wanted to do that.
You were wrong.
Where are you now that I need you?
A potato flew around my room before you came.
It's gonna eat you.
Oh my God, Sylvia. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, Sylvia.
There is only
That's
one thing
mean.
worse than a rapist. Boom. A child. No.
Dad, look, it's the good Kush.
This is the dollar store. How good can it be?
Mom, I know you don't have a lot of money, so it's okay if you buy me Skechers for the new school year. What are those?
I'm just extremely happy. Can you tell by my face?
All around me are familiar faces.
Excuse me. Can I get a cup of coffee? Black? Can't you see me talking? White?
Could be next. Skin.
Oh my
I
God.
nurture my skin. Shh. No, tell her.
Like half of Vines are just cursed. Oh, I love these. Oh shit. Oh, you're not supposed to do that. That's not good for them. Oh, it's a Boston. I was thinking, like, what is it? It's a Boston Terrier, I believe. Not good to blast them in the face with a water hose, but they're very cute.
Go away. Go away.
This is amazing.
Some of these make me very uncomfortable. I don't like these.
First off, I have to thank God.
Word? Dude, I didn't really help you out at all, but I appreciate the shout out for sure.
Accept yourself. Love yourself. Accept yourself.
We out here at the Cannes Film Festival. Laban Quay Postali. Escargots. Les Nigasians. Literal Grundig. Pidgeot.
Yeah, that one was real sussy and pedo-like. Don't like that one. Very not good.
These petits.
Doritos Nacho preparados.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
Oh my God!
The fuck?
Duke, do you want?
Okay, you're scaring the doggy. I don't like that one either. These are getting... This is not making me feel good anymore. It's getting... Yeah.
The ball?
You can't go. No. I'm sorry, you can't go.
I love you, bitch.
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch.
Hi, I'm Renata Bliss, and I'm your freestyle dance teacher.
Fuck.
So basically...
Okay, do you remember last week on Leftist Mafia when Ole was talking about how white people don't have rhythm and they think that they do? That's what she was referring to, I'd assume. I gotta show this to her.
Freestyle dance teacher.
White people, you have to stop. Let's all agree to stop.
So basically, what I was thinking of was, oh fuck, I can't believe you've done this.
Used to dream about a space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money.
Ow, what the god damn, what the hell, Carl?
okay, I don't like the ones where they're just being dicks to each other. I don't want to see that. I don't get the appeal of that. Like when they do things like that in movies like Jackass, like I don't want to see you just like hit each other or like I don't want to see that. Okay. I think this might be more enjoyable if we watch like a cat-centric one, because cats never disappoint. Okay, I feel like this is like the VOD is gonna get copyright claimed on YouTube.
Ma, they following me, Ma. They following me.
Who following you?
The bugs.
The bugs.
The what?
No! Oh! I think I see myself. Bro, stop. I think I see myself.
Hey, yo, cut the music, cut the music. Somebody left an ice cube on the ground and melted, and now my sock is wet. Who the fuck wanna die?
Okay, class, let's take roll. Shithead? It's Shafi!
Welcome to physics.
Holy mo-
It's summer. I got my hat on backwards and it's...
I just like I know that I enjoyed Vine somewhat back in the day because my attention span was shorter, but this shit happens way too quickly. It feels like you're in a fever dream watching it. I'm glad. I'm gonna say it. I'm glad that Vine is dead. I think that TikTok is way better. You need more than 7 seconds.
Time to fucking party.
Damn.
Hi.
Okay.
Judy here on College Street with the raccoon at Shoppers Drug Mart.
Have anybody ever tell you you look like Beyonce?
Nah, they usually tell me I look like Shalissa.
Who the fuck is that?
Me, nigga.
I love you, bitch.
You already played this one.
I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch.
Smack Cam. Bitch, I hope the fuck you do. You'll be a dead son of a bitch, I tell you that.
And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were rude.
Okay, they're repeating now. So let's so what was it? You said disappointing cat video? Let me see. The Vines was okay for a while, but then the creepy one kind of killed it for me. It's like, oh, come on. Okay, let's see here.
I love you. You're my favorite pet.
Disappointed!
I love you. You're my favorite pet.
Let me find funny cat vines. Here we go. There's a compilation. Cat and dog vines. Okay, let's do cat and dog vines. Yeah. I feel like animals can't disappoint. Humans can. Humans can be creepy and weird and inappropriate. Animals cannot disappoint us. Oh! And immediately I'm disappointed. I don't want to see them hurt themselves, man. Come on. Poor doggy. That's sad. Okay, I can't. You're just gonna see animal. No, I don't want to see animals hurt themselves.
Say hi to everybody.
Okay, copyright.
I ever told you how beautiful you are?
No. 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 No.
This is so stupid. That is so fucking dumb. So stupid. Holy shit. Yeah, these are very bad. Okay, let's try one more. I'm trying to give us a palate cleanser so we're not just filled with negativity from politics. Isn't that going so well? Yeah. Okay, you know what it is? I think it's the nostalgia vision. Like, I remember really watching a lot of Vines after work and loving it. But, you know, I think we all just kind of moved on. Society moved on. It's a different era now, right? They are very hit or miss, Artillery, for sure. I mean, I've seen some really good Vine compilations, but some of these are just really bad. I don't want to see people hurting themselves. I don't want to see animals hurting themselves. Like, I just want... Give me some wholesome fucking shit, man. Why can't I get some wholesome content?
If you stop fighting, I'll give you a treat.
That was wholesome. That was wholesome.
Oh, very good.
That's stupid. IMBGS says, I could definitely use some not negativity. My local Gay Men's Chorus posted our silent auction on our Facebook page recently and got a ton of RWNJ trolls posting really vulgar comments and pics. We removed and reported the comments, but there are a ton of area angry. That sucks. What a fuck. Like, this is supposed to be Pride Month, and it's been brutal. I'm so sorry that you all experienced that. That's not okay. What about some old school America's Funniest Home Videos with Bob Saget? The problem is that Bob Saget, I love him, but he ruined those videos. Like, just show me the video raw. I don't need you to narrate it. I think he ruined them. Drunk Jeff Goldblum Apple ad. See, a lot of these I want to watch, but I'm afraid it would get copyright claimed because I usually post the VODs for these on YouTube. So I feel like we're treading on thin ice with some of these, and an ad from Apple would probably be bad. Let's try this, though. This one seems like it has potential. It's 11 minutes. We're 33 seconds in, so let's see. Meanwhile, in Russia, we'll check that out. See, I like that. That's wholesome. No, the dog's gonna fall off. I don't want to see the dog fall off. That's funny. Goofy ass cats. That people are so fucking mean.
Whoa.
Relatable. Oh.
Whoa, he's jumping on the side. Sit.
Oh, what's that? Take that shit off of him. What the fuck?
George taking a walk.
You're not gonna walk here. Stop. Don't let it. Mm. Why? These are really hit or miss.
Where are you
Oh
going?
my god. Poopy does this all the time, and it's another pug. Poopy does this. This one is very relatable. Poopy loves toilet paper.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Oh. It's okay. That one triggered him. It's okay, Poopy. Oh, shit. Oh. That's just, I don't want to see your cat fall off the counter. That's mean.
Selling the art. Damn it.
No, don't let him do that.
Like it.
Jesus. Damn. Do you hear Poopy and Zoya? I can only violence against humans is the only thing that I can stomach. Lisa said to look up meanwhile in Russia. Let me see. I see a lot of the I like to see cats like being mischievous and slapping humans and babies and each other. I don't like to see the animals like falling off the counters and getting hurt. Let me see here. Meanwhile in Russia. Oh, I see. Like it's a compilation. Sure, let's check this out. What is going on? That's one way to get it done. That's a weird flex. Can you imagine falling behind that? I would be so pissed. Oof. Are you all gonna help him? Oh, okay, I didn't see him. Jeez. Ooh, okay, this is not the vibe I'm going for. I don't want to see people get hit by cars. Oof. Oof. Okay, we need to end on like a very happy and wholesome. I'm gonna search for wholesome cat video. Cute and funny. Okay. It's from 2 years ago. It's the newer era. I want to see a woke cat video, okay? Woke meaning that they're not like getting hurt or like falling off of things.
Use deodorant. You need deodorant for those stank pits.
What are you doing? I'm just saying high five. High five.
Deserved.
My cat has just been sitting in front of my mirror like this. Just checking himself out periodically for the past 10 minutes.
You are head over heels in love with him.
I'm pissing off the dogs. Do you hear Zoya barking? Cute. Okay, I'm feeling better.
Really?
Do it again. Ooh. You might not want to let him do that. Why are you just filming this? Oh my god. That's just so cute.
See a trick, bud? Yeah, alright, not bad.
Do an ollie. What kind of a cat is this? It's so cute. Oh shit, I need to get my cat one of these. That is a chungus though.
Come here, I got you something. You're gonna love it. I'm really excited. I think you're really gonna like it.
Howdy.
Oh no,
Stop
he did
that.
not.
Get out of there! Stop!
Okay, you gotta put a lid on your bearded dragon's cage. You can't let your cat shit in your bearded dragon's cage. I can't talk. We had a bearded dragon before, and the cat was always trying to like fuck with him. she would like get up and she would watch him in his cage and he would like bite the glass. He would not take her bullshit. But we had it closed off so the cat couldn't jump in it because she was very curious about him. But when we'd have him out, he would not take her bullshit. He'd like snap at her if she got too close. They have to learn how to coexist, but you can't let your cat shit in your bearded dragon's terrarium. This is just a weird POV. Unnecessary.
Please,
What am I looking at?
I'm bleeding. Please, spare me. No.
You want pizza too? You want pizza too? Oh my gosh. You're so cute.
Okay, impressive. Very cute. The perspective is confusing at first. Just doing pull-ups.
Molly, this is an orange. Okay? This is an apple. Show me the orange.
Toby, I need to pee. Alright, fine. I'll wait a few more minutes.
Okay, that was very sweet. All right. I think that's a good... I don't want to watch another one because it might be bad. I think that's a good area to own. Oh, Tara says, look up... I don't even own a cat moments. Let's save that for another stream. For like another palate cleanser. I kind of feel like we should have a palate cleanser after every single stream. Especially if the news stories are so dark. Because that did make me feel a little bit better. But yeah, let's go ahead and leave it there. We're gonna raid Never Log Off. Let's raid them. And then I'll see you all next week. Take care, folks.